Okay, we're on top of the Acropolis, and over here we have the temple dedicated to the goddess Athena. And here is the great Parthenon. Here's the greatest monument.
It is so amazing to be up here on the hill of the Acropolis. This is the land of the gods, of the Greek gods. You know, they built it to make it look like the Mount Olympus. So we're standing on the top of Mount Olympus, and this is the land of the gods for the Greeks. And so this is the Parthenon behind me. So the name of the hill with all the temples is called the Acropolis, but this building behind me is called the Parthenon. And it was built in worship of the goddess Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Apollos was worshipped here, and then our guide talked about Zeus, that they would offer sacrifices to Zeus upon altars over here. And it's a beautiful place. So as we walk amongst the temples of the ancient Greek gods, we're reminded that the Apostle Paul and other Christian missionaries came here, proclaimed a living God, a resurrection from the dead. And that changed the Greek people. The Greek people were changed by the message of Jesus Christ. And all of these temples remained, and we're very happy that they preserved them. And so we remember the past. We look forward to the future. One thing that we also learned from our guide is that the rocks and the quarry that were rocks brought here, the stone, came from this mountain behind us. So just behind us, that it would take 2 days to move the stone from there to here, and then they built these famous temples. So we invite you to come to Athens and check it out. There's so many great things to learn about the Greek culture and history. We thank God we got a chance to be here. This Parthenon behind me is about 2,400 years old, maybe 400 BC. A little bit before that it was built. We can see the city of Athens behind me as we're on the highest part of the city. Beautiful Athens, beautiful time to be here. We thank God for a chance to visit Athens, and we hope we can return and bless the Greek people. Our guides have told us that the Greek culture has blessed the world with many things. One of those is democracy. Democracy was first thought of and conceived here in the Greek culture and the Hellenization of the Greek times. One more thing that the Greek culture brought us is Pericles. So this Pericles lived in the time of Socrates, and he conceived of a way to rule the world through peaceful trade with no violence. And Pericles set up trade stations in North Africa, the Middle East, all over Southern Europe. And the Greeks began to dominate the world, not through bloodshed, not through armies, but through peaceful trade. And then after that tradition of peacefulness, the Greeks also brought us the Olympics. And the Greeks love sports. Many of the other neighbors around Greece love sports, and so they knew that people were fighting, nations were killing one another. And so they thought, let's make an Olympic Games, sporting games, and we'll stop all the wars and cause people to have a competition with no blood, but just running and throwing javelin and discus. And that tradition has continued even today. It's brought back into society. In 1896, they started the Olympics again in 1896 here in Greece, in Athens. And it's a great encouragement to people to stop the fighting and to get involved in worldwide sports, to relate to other nations in peace. These are things that the Greek people have given us. They've given us the New Testament. We have the New Testament is written in the Greek language. The Greek people have given us the message of Christ, because after the Jews, the Greeks were the next ones that received Christ. So there's so many things the Greeks have given us. Okay, sweetheart, what do you think about being here in Greece?
Amazing.
It's so beautiful, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going. Let's go see Mars Hill.
Oh, this is beautiful marble.
This is where they would do the sacrifices to the god Zeus and Apollos. Right here, there's a remains of an altar there.
How we call this, but at the beginning, you see,
Yeah.
and the people, when they come here, I will show, I put this kind of seed.
Yes.
This is a rock, and I say to people the 4 categories. When I came here, 5 or 6 flowers came because they come at the beginning, the flowers, and then the leaves.
Wow.
You see?